Welcome back to Firepower. Every year, American hunters ask the same question, and every year the answers get louder, more complicated, and more divided. What is the best hunting caliber? Social media pushes trends. Forums argue ballistics, marketing promises revolutionary performance. But as we move into 2026, something uncomfortable is becoming clear. Many hunters are choosing calibers based on habit, hype, or ego, not on what actually works when conditions are imperfect. And most hunting conditions are imperfect. Wind shifts, distances are misjudged, adrenaline hits, shots are taken faster than planned. In those moments, the best caliber on paper can quickly become the wrong one in the field. So today, we are asking a harder and more honest question. If you could only choose one hunting caliber going into 2026, one rifle to carry across seasons, terrain, and game animals, what would actually make sense for the average American hunter? This is not a countdown designed to crown the flashiest cartridge. This is a process of elimination. We are keeping what works, questioning what doesn't, and redefining what number one really means. Before we talk about specific calibers, we need to reset the rules. The best hunting caliber in 2026 must deliver ethical kills with center mass shots. It must offer recoil that most hunters can manage under stress. It must be effective at realistic distances, not just extreme ones. Ammunition must be available and affordable enough to practice with. And most importantly, it must forgive small mistakes because humans make them. With those standards in mind, let's start removing some popular choices from the pedestal they often sit on. The first temptation many hunters face is the 7mm Remington Magnum. On paper, it is beautiful. High ballistic coefficients, flat trajectory, excellent wind resistance. For open country and long-range shooting, it performs exceptionally well. There is a reason it has been popular for decades, but here is the reality most hunters don't like to admit. Very few people regularly take ethical shots beyond 300 yards. Even fewer practice enough to be confident at those distances under hunting conditions. The 7mm Remington Magnum also brings sharper recoil and significant muzzle blast, especially in lighter rifles. For hunters who shoot infrequently, that recoil can quietly erode accuracy. The 7mm is not a bad cartridge. It is a demanding one, and demanding cartridges tend to punish mistakes. Next comes the .300 Winchester Magnum, often viewed as the ultimate authority cartridge. Power, penetration, and reach are its calling cards. When shot placement is good, it delivers devastating results on large game. It also provides extra margin when angles are poor or animals are heavy-bodied. But power comes at a cost. Recoil is substantial. Rifles are often heavier. Ammunition is expensive. Over long days in the field, fatigue sets in. Flinching becomes more likely. For many hunters, especially those chasing whitetail or mixed game, the .300 Win Mag is simply more than necessary. It solves problems that most hunters rarely encounter, while creating new ones in shootability and comfort. Then there is the .270 Winchester, a cartridge that quietly refuses to disappear. It does not dominate headlines. It does not trend on social media. But it continues to fill tags year after year. The .270 offers a natural balance of speed and recoil. Its trajectory is flat enough for open country, yet its recoil is manageable for most shooters. With proper bullets, it handles deer easily and has taken countless elk. The reason the .270 is often overlooked in 2026 is not because it stopped working. It is because newer cartridges stole attention. But attention does not kill animals. Shot placement does. And the .270 allows many hunters to shoot more accurately, more consistently, and with less fatigue. Still, it lacks the flexibility and margin that some hunters want when conditions get rough. That brings us to the cartridge many people consider the practical baseline. The .308 Winchester. The .308 has earned its reputation honestly. It offers predictable performance, manageable recoil, and excellent accuracy. Ammunition is widely available and relatively affordable. It works well in bolt-action rifles and semi-automatics. It is effective on deer, hogs, and elk within realistic distances. For many hunters, the .308 is the caliber they shoot best. What makes the .308 so appealing is confidence. It does not punish mistakes as harshly as magnums. Follow-up shots are faster, practice is cheaper, familiarity builds quickly. In stressful situations, those factors matter more than an extra 100 feet per second. For many people watching this, the .308 might already feel like the obvious answer, and it is a very strong one. But there is still one cartridge that edges it out, not because it is dramatically better, but because it offers more flexibility when everything starts to go wrong. That cartridge is the .30-06 Springfield. The .30-06 is not exciting. It is not trendy. It does not dominate YouTube thumbnails. And yet, more than a century after its introduction, it continues to solve more hunting problems than almost any other cartridge available. The biggest advantage of the .30-06 is versatility. It fires the same diameter bullets as the .308, but from a larger case, allowing higher velocities and a broader range of bullet weights. Light bullets work well for deer and antelope. Heavier bullets deliver deeper penetration on elk, moose, and even large bears. Few cartridges offer that kind of range without stepping into magnum recoil levels. Another overlooked advantage is margin for error. The .30-06 handles imperfect shot angles better than many smaller cartridges. It penetrates deeply. It performs reliably in poor weather. It does not require ideal conditions to be effective. When adrenaline is high and time is short, that margin matters. Availability is another factor that cannot be ignored. In 2026, ammunition markets remain unpredictable. Prices fluctuate. Shelves go empty. But if you walk into a rural hardware store or a small-town sporting goods shop anywhere in America, chances are you will find .30-06 on the shelf. That reliability matters more than people want to admit. The recoil of the .30-06 sits in an important middle ground. It is stronger than the .308 but far more manageable than magnums. Most hunters can learn to shoot it well with proper technique and practice. And because it has been around for so long, there is an enormous variety of rifles, loads, and bullet designs available to tailor it to your needs. This is why the .30-06 continues to rise to the top when the question becomes brutally simple. If you could only choose one hunting caliber for the next decade, one rifle to cover the widest range of scenarios, what gives you the highest probability of success? The answer is not the fastest cartridge. It is not the flattest shooter. It is not the one that looks best in a thumbnail. It is the one that works when conditions are average, bad, and terrible. The .30-06 does not excel at one thing. It does everything well enough, more consistently, for more people. But there is an even more important lesson hidden in this discussion. Caliber alone does not kill animals. Shooters do. Practice matters. Recoil management matters. Familiarity matters. A hunter who practices regularly with a moderate cartridge will always outperform a hunter who dreads shooting a powerful one. Confidence is built through repetition, not ballistics charts. The biggest mistake hunters make is choosing a caliber they want to be good with instead of one they actually shoot well. The best caliber is meaningless if you flinch, rush the shot, or avoid practice because recoil is unpleasant. Ethical hunting demands honesty, not ego. This does not mean other calibers are wrong. The 7mm Remington Magnum .300, Winchester Magnum .270, and .308 are all excellent in the right hands in the right environments. But when you strip away specialization and ask what works for the widest range of Americans, the answer becomes clear. The .30-06 Springfield remains the benchmark not because of nostalgia, but because it adapts. It adapts to terrain. It adapts to game size. It adapts to availability. And it adapts to imperfect shooters having imperfect days. So if you are choosing a hunting caliber for 2026 and beyond, choose honestly. Choose the cartridge that fits how you hunt, how often you practice, and how you perform under pressure. For many Americans, that choice still leads back to the same place it has for generations. Not the loudest option, not the trendiest option, just the one that keeps working. Now it is your turn. If you could only own one hunting caliber for the next 10 years, what would you choose and why? Do you value recoil control, power, availability, or tradition? Let us know in the comments. These discussions help hunters make better decisions, and better decisions lead to cleaner, more ethical hunts. If you want more real-world breakdowns without hype or marketing noise, make sure you are subscribed to Firepower. Because the best gear choices are made with honesty, not trends. Stay safe. Shoot straight, and we will see you in the next one.